Hey, I'm Daryll.
And I'm Greg.
We're on a journey on
the long and winding road
to share with you the glorious gift of
music.
We've had the privilege of making a lot of friends, and now we finally have the chance to sit down and have a conversation about their
long and winding road
and share with us the glorious gift of their music.
So,
relax and rewind it back.
on that note,
Here's On That Note with Daryll
and Greg.
Hi
Hey
guys.
Welcome to another episode of On That Note with
Yes.
Daryll and Greg. And today,
This week,
this week,
we
yes,
we have one of the most legendary figures in the metal scene in India, actually, not even in Shillong. And this guy has been a part of so many bands. I did sessions for Dhar, did sessions for Dead Calm Chaos, and he's mostly known as the founder and also the frontman, guitar player, vocalist of Plague Throat. Obviously, everyone knows Plague Throat. If you don't know Plague Throat, I don't know where you've been living.
Yeah, if you're in the metal scene or just in the scene in general, if you don't know Plague Throat, man.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
These guys went on to open for Cannibal Corpse, Dying Fetus, Psychroptic, like crazy. And then they managed to get a spot at Wacken in 2013, was it?
Yeah, man.
14.
2014, yeah.
15,
Or
yeah.
15.
Yeah.
14.
14. 15. All right.
2014, man. Come on, Greg. Which coincidentally was also the same year when they released their first EP, right?
No. I
Wasn't
think
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was the year after their first ever EP. So that was huge. Imagine
the first of two EPs.
The first of two EPs.
And
Imagine like being in a band, like a metal band, doing that, and then the year right after that, winning the Wacken battle. And then getting to play one of the biggest metal stages, the biggest metal stage in the world. That dude. And the best part about it is, like, we've known this guy we're about to have on for a while now, and for some people might let it go to their heads, you know. But this guy is like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And I read in an interview somewhere where even the guy who was interviewing him was like, okay, you don't see this monster that is on stage growling and, you know, playing these riffs when you talk to him. When you talk to him, he's like, you expect like a pop song to come out of this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the best things about it. So, yeah, without further ado, I guess.
Yes, let's fill up this chair.
Let's fill this chair, this ghost chair.
Please welcome Nangsan Lyngwa
from Plague Throat,
yes,
and so many other bands.
Hey.
Hello,
Nangsan.
Thanks for having me, man.
Well, we
Hello.
have Nangsan, who's as we said, done already so much, man, so much. Not only do you play, you also organize a lot of metal shows and stuff like that. So anyone in the metal scene who doesn't know this guy, I don't know where you guys are living in, but get out of your rocks and
under rocks, man.
All right, so let's jump to the show, Pep. So tell us about how you started this and how everything began for you.
Yeah.
You know, the formative years and all of that.
I've been wanted to be in a band since school, but of course my parents wouldn't let me. So I told them, like, at least after class 10, I have to be in a band.
Yeah.
And I did, man. Like, we did 2005. We did this first band, and we did some Rock Idols auditions. Of course, we didn't make it. Again, we did it again 2007 and 2009, and we were the finalists in 2009 as Plague Throat. And before that, it was some other bands. Not Plague Throat, yeah.
Okay. And so that was the time where I think not a lot of metal bands would make it, actually, you know, like coming from here especially. Yeah. So how was that for you, like growing as a metal band to grow that band?
We don't think about that much, actually. We just do what we wanted to do. Yeah. And I don't know, man, we're not so good musicians as well, so we just got together and share the same interest in metal, especially death metal.
Yeah.
So we started writing songs, and we suck at doing covers, so we started writing originals, and then that's how we made it, man.
Nice. Tell us about that. What was the scene like back then with Bleak Throat? There were other bands as well.
Oh, there were a hell lot of bands, man. There were still Status, there were Project Blend, there were Empty Grave, there was Dhar. Oh man, there's so many, I can't remember all the names. But yeah, there's a hell lot of bands when we started.
For metal, it was that was the time, no?
Yeah, it was kind of a peak,
Peak of metal was there, man. All those names, man, done. All those
I mean,
names
it's so nice, to have everyone in the same bill.
Right.
Like, we used to, all the bands used to share the same stage, like annually every year.
True.
It's used to be really good, man. We used to get together and have fun. Get to learn from especially bands like Project Blend. Like they started way before us.
Right.
So we could get to chat with them. We were kids when these guys started. So it was nice to get in touch with them, talk to them about the metal scene, how they started their band, and of course they inspired us.
Yeah. I used to hear. I want you to confirm this. There's a place called the Dungeon. Is it?
Yeah. It's our jam room.
Yeah, so tell us about that. I mean, I've heard so many stories that a lot of kids would just sit down and watch you guys jam and rehearse. And
we had this. The first one was it was Malice room actually. Then we shifted to a very, very small room, and there would be 10 to 11 friends out there. They would just watch us and jam. It's a good feeling, man, and they have been really supporting us since the beginning.
Yeah. I'm very interested to hear about these things because, as we know, like a lot of bands who have come on this show as well always had like their own setup, their own space,
Yeah, it's nice to have your own space.
And everyone, they'd always tell stories, similar stories, like other people would come to these jam rooms and chill and watch them play.
Yeah, man, especially before gigs, maybe a couple of days before gigs. It's like a pre-gig already. You're like, hey bro, you're gonna play this song, and like, yeah.
True,
so it's fun,
Yeah.
I think that's like the best, the best thing is to bounce off like a set list, no, or like something like that. It's like, hey,
but sometimes we wouldn't play a few covers, like the friend's favorite.
Right.
You just keep quiet and just go on stage and
play it,
be like, this song is for you guys, and then start playing.
It's stuff like that.
You sort of create this like following for yourself.
Maybe,
Yeah. All right. So it was also around this time you did sessions with other bands as well. You played for other bands as well. How was that experience? Because I guess that was different for you.
The first band that I played other than Picture was Dhar. I was a bassist.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really improved after playing for Dhar. He's a really good guitarist, so he's been guiding me a lot from 2010 to 12. I think you guys also played the same Meghalaya Icon.
Yeah. We won the finals.
You guys really did so good, man. Your performance was so good. You were wearing a white ties and white shirt. That was good, man. That was good. It was a good experience with Dhar. It was because I don't know, what do they call it? Is it progressive rock or metal?
Melodic rock.
So it's nice to play there, it's like from that moment on, I started to open my mind about music, not just one thing.
Right.
So I started to listen to so many bands, and also try to write other genres of music.
Yeah. So that was a different experience even for us watching, like seeing you there.
Wait, aren't you supposed to be growling at some point?
But I did, man. I did at a few parts of the songs. There were parts I did.
Little growls,
backing growls.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a salt, just like a seasoning.
It's a totally, man, from Bleak Throat to Dhar. It's like, okay, it's not really opposites, but it's like here somewhere. Little cleaner.
That was something. I mean, it's nice to always know that guys are moving and playing from different bands, playing for different.
They should be open-minded, man, about music. Because at the end of the day, when you try to write music, if you're just into just one thing, it's difficult.
Limiting.
You're like limiting yourself.
Right.
But if you're like open to everything, it's so fun to write music, man. Like this thing will pop off and one after the other, and then you start record all the stuff and be like, oh wow, man.
True,
this is it.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, let's speak about your first EP, An Exordium to Contagion. That was Plickthroat's first EP.
First,
that,
yeah.
2013.
Yeah.
Very short EP, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But then
The shortest.
it actually, you actually grabbed a lot of eyeballs with that EP. Actually,
Yeah,
so
we actually got a lot of attention after that. We played Bombay, we played Bangalore, we played Delhi after that.
yeah.
So it wasn't good, wasn't that good of a production, but it was well received actually.
Right, right.
And we were so enthusiastic, man. We were so pumped about that. Yeah.
Tell us about recording that.
all
And,
night.
you know,
We did
making
in the
sound.
dungeon, the small dungeon.
Okay.
We sleep there night and day. We hardly go out.
Nice.
We just sat there for a week I think.
Right.
And it was mastered by this guy from Srikan from Beversi. It's a doom band from Bangalore.
Oh.
He mastered the EP. Yeah. So we recorded and mixed it by ourselves.
Okay, okay. Nice, nice.
It was a fun experience, man.
No, getting
Nice.
into it all by yourself. But I think ultimately, even like when you're starting off, even if the production isn't there, no, it's the songs there.
It's the soul, you know. Like
You know what I mean?
I think we gave it all.
Exactly.
Yeah. We started recording our demos since the beginning of the band itself.
Okay.
And then we understood a sound. We had to make it better. So we got better with sound also after that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's nice to always hear every band's first work.
Yeah.
Always, you know, it's a
Yeah, man.
very different.
It's nice. We just sit and jam and we'll come up with few songs, 3-4 songs.
Yeah.
And we'll go home, fix everything, come back to the jam room and say, hey, I wrote this riff, finish this.
part.
Yeah, the bassist will give his bass lines, the drums with his stuff here.
Yeah, yeah.
And the complete product is so good.
Yeah, I remember that lineup. That was a very good lineup. You,
Yeah,
Yaidon, and
I miss that,
Malice
man.
was like,
Yeah.
That's the best lineup ever.
yeah, and it was with that lineup you guys did the Wacken.
Yeah, that lineup.
Open
Right,
battle.
right. Well, these guys made it to Wacken. Yeah, so tell us about that experience. That would have been something for you guys.
It's surreal, man. It's heaven for me, man.
Dude,
It's we didn't even, of course we've dream about playing big stages, but we never ever thought we would be able to go there,
Yeah.
and especially to represent Meghalaya and India.
right.
It's we never ever thought about that, man.
Yeah. What did you guys have to? You guys had to go
Yeah, we
through
did prelims in Guwahati,
Okay.
and then the finals is in Guwahati is the east zone actually. So the bands from Kolkata and other northeastern parts, they play in Guwahati.
Okay.
So then the final is Bangalore. Yeah.
Okay. This was Bangalore Open Air, like.
Yeah, these
Part
guys,
of the
yeah,
same-
part of it. I think the Wacken Foundation, they fund the Bangalore Open Air, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
okay.
how we got to play there.
All right. Because that was the same thing that Demonic Resurrection went for the.
But they didn't go as a competitor.
Oh, okay, so
So they went as a band.
As a
yeah.
band,
Yeah.
maybe.
All right.
Same as Cryptos.
Oh, okay.
They went as a band. Yeah.
Right. So you guys were the first from that Bangalore Open Air.
No,
From the
we were actually the
competition.
fourth band from India.
Oh.
There
okay.
have been other bands.
All right.
I don't remember. Maybe Inner Sanctum. No. Eccentric Pendulum were the first, I think.
Okay.
And then Devoid was there. Then I don't remember all the bands though.
Right.
I think there were 5 or 6 bands already represented India from Bangalore Open Air. I mean the competition.
That competition.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But that's a some pretty big names, man, to be a part of.
Yeah.
That's like a handful, like saying when you're part of a handful of bands that actually go to Wacken and play like one of the biggest metal concerts in the world.
yeah.
Wow, that's a pat on the back
Yeah, it
moment,
is,
bro.
it is.
Like, wow,
And
dude.
hey, that's not all. Like you
That's-
guys have opened for Cannibal
For
Corpse,
Cannibal Corpse, exactly.
which is probably one of the biggest death metal bands that has ever been in history, and Dying Fetus and bands like this. So you kept getting like these,
yeah.
and deservedly so. Deservedly so. It was around this same time, I think around 2015 to 2014, that you put out a single, Dominion Breach.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
I think 14. That was 15. We already had a song, but we couldn't release because of some reasons. But later on, we finished everything and we were able to release that.
All right. I went through your catalog, and this is the only single that you guys have.
We had singles actually before that. It was Present Chaos. That was the
Okay.
first. Yeah. the first single that we ever did.
This was
But-
before the.
Yeah, but we didn't have any Facebook or anything at those days. So we just record and just release it. Take a picture at Kaumalki and we're done.
The spot.
Like, that's the best thing about those days. You don't need much, you know.
Right.
You just your music, a
Your
picture,
music.
band picture, then done. Man. Just
Put it out. Yeah.
But
I
now
read-
you have so many things to do, you know.
Yeah, I read also in one of the interviews you did. You said, but that's one thing that you wish musicians nowadays would do more of, no? Like, cause they're focusing on
Talk
like,
less, work more.
Yeah, you know, cause a lot of people nowadays, like you said, focus on band shoots or focus on this when they don't even have the music yet. They
exactly.
like, you know. So you said something about that, which I think is I'll agree with you like 100%. You know what I mean? Like
It's not that I'm talking bad things about these guys.
No,
it's just that they shouldn't be caught up in all this, you know. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
you know?
at the end of the day, you have to be creative. You can't let that go, you know. So music is you have to be creative with music and everything else.
Yeah.
Because social media has really destroyed not just music, but everyone, every
self-image,
self-image, and you see people are like, you know, like success in life, but actually then they don't have it. No?
Yeah.
Like they just show people that they're having fun or having a good life. In fact, they're not, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, life on Instagram is
Instagram,
False, man.
it's a farce. Well, we know a few things or two about. So let's move on. You guys had to go through losing Yaidan, which was
that was the first.
Yeah,
how was that for you? Like
that was the first storm, I should say. He had to leave during our debut album recording. I mean, before the recordings, the Human Paradox. It was tough, but things didn't work out. But we're still in good terms.
Nice. That's good. So you took some of the bass duties for this.
I recorded the whole
album.
songs, and
for Human Paradox.
and the last EP as well.
Yeah, tell us about that, man. Tell us about Human Paradox, because that was another different experience for you guys recording and.
Yeah, recording 10 songs, man. That wasn't easy.
Yeah. I read that you guys had like some power cut problems.
Power cuts, earthquakes, so many things, man. We got Ashwin from Bombay. He came down to Shillong for our recordings. He did the recording, mixing, and mastering was done by Victor Bullock from Germany.
Okay.
Yeah. So man, like very grateful for Ashwin as well. Also, man, I want to just shout out for Anish Bhattacharjee. He's been the one who has managed the band very well. Got us gigs open for Cannibal Corpse, Dying Fetus. All the gigs that you mentioned, he actually did work hard for us to get to play there.
Right. And I remember you guys did a tour also, just the two of you, just you and
Yeah, there was no basis, so we had to
that's what
use the the stems from the recording actually.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So playing clicks.
With clicks,
Right.
from the laptop.
Nice. That was
sweet tight, no? But
it's like
sweet tight though, man. Like everything has to be.
And it's nice to play with a click because
exactly.
it's like you're jamming in a computer all by yourself at home. So you get that same feeling when you're on stage.
right.
It's nice.
Except you have like 200 people watching you jam out.
But sometimes you don't even hear them because of your IEs.
All the IEMs, no?
Yeah. I remember like you guys put up pictures from every show, and like there was always so many people that came out to the shows, man.
Bombay there's always a packed house in Bombay whenever we play there.
Yeah.
We always call it a second home.
Right.
Like the following day, it's so good, man. They really appreciate our music, our effort, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
We hardly get that here in our town.
That's
I think you guys know that.
Yeah.
It's they don't acknowledge what you do. They don't appreciate what you do. Instead, they try to pull you down. You know.
Pull you down, exactly. I think also no here it's a certain kind of a syndrome where it has to be something that has like a connection to whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like you have to write a specific sort of I don't know, like or music, or you
It's
have
like
to
you have to feed them, you know.
Yeah,
It's not yourself. Like,
exactly.
It's not about your soul. It's
Yeah,
about others. You know?
No, which is very sad.
Very,
And
very
they don't support it that way. They don't support it in any other way. Like people won't buy much.
No, man.
People won't.
They still ask for free
for
tickets.
free
man.
tickets. You know what I mean? Like
We all know that.
Week in and week out. No, like when we interview every guest. No, it's so sad to have to say it, but that's the reality.
That is the
you know,
reality.
and I think we've talked to enough musicians to do something about it. Like, you know what I mean? To at least guys, a general public audience. You like shows, man. Let's not lie. Everyone likes.
All of us wants to have fun.
Live show.
Once a while.
You know what I mean? So do a little bit more.
Yeah, and the worst
More
part
effort,
is
you know.
the worst part is that there's a disparity also, like in every, like especially in Shillong, I always see this disparity between, you know, certain genres, and even within a genre, like there's
In a genre,
there's like sub, exactly.
Sub
Everyone is
genres,
like, I'd rather go for that one.
Yeah.
But not that one.
We're more divided, you know.
Yeah.
Like we are divided already, like this much, and still inside that we're like more divided. Yeah.
more divided.
So like when it comes to a gig, there's like this number of people.
Yeah.
If we play our fans this much, will come like. So if you guys play, our fans won't come watch you. I mean, it looks like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's very sad. Like I remember, I recall this one time where Abran, Imti, Jerry, these guys got a lot of shit for for you know, for very unnecessary things and stuff like that. You know, like
I mean, like the simple thing is, if you don't like this or that, just simply walk away.
Walk away.
And just come back for the other band.
Yeah.
You don't have to. No, because you should understand one thing about the musicians. They make so much effort, man.
Right.
And at the end of the day, they don't get paid. They don't get good food. They don't get paid. They don't even get water to drink, man.
Yeah.
And still, people like complain. Still, they're not happy about it. But you should know that they should know that we have to put a lot of effort.
Right.
A lot of
Exactly.
effort, man.
Let's move on. Speaking of that, we'll come back to that because we know you've done a lot of work with like organizing your own shows and stuff like that. So we'll speak about that. But before we do, let's wrap up the Plague Throat.
Oh yeah.
What do you call it? The Plague Throat timeline.
Yeah.
So at the end of that timeline, actually was Evolutionary Impasse, which
that was the
your
last ever EP that we released. Yeah.
Right.
2 years ago, no?
I'm actually very proud of that EP. It's like personally my best work.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've put everything into that. The first two albums were like like a collection of songs that we did over the years. But for that EP, I really thought about not really a concept album, but the songs that goes into that comes after the first song. It connects, you know.
Right,
So the
right.
whole EP has a connection
Okay.
musically. Yeah, but not lyrically, but musically it has a connection.
Right,
So
right.
like I've been trying to do that for a very long time. I could really do that there, and of course Malice also did a very great job with drums. With his
Right.
drums, yeah.
Right.
It's just that we ended up after that, so it didn't go out much. Otherwise, I think it should have been well received.
Right.
It's like one of our best.
But this
works
was
ever.
again, this was an independent EP.
This is
right?
we had a label actually, but it's in an independent release.
Okay.
Yeah. We
So-
had this Proximity Productions from Bangalore.
Okay.
So we worked together with Harsha and to release this thing. That EP.
All right. How was that? Like, what was the difference that you experienced releasing that like that, and having these other ones that you said were backed up, like especially Human Paradox was backed up really well. You said like with the other things.
This was nice because the songs are like tougher, harder, and more challenging than the previous ones. And we were well prepared actually than the previous ones because Human Paradox and this Evolutionary Impasse were recorded with live drums.
Okay.
So it was fun, man. Like we've been programming songs, so you hardly get that feel. You know, like, so we decided to get Ashwin. We again Bismarck. I want to thank him also, Bismarck Shulay. We rented his stuff, got it in our jam room, and for the Evolutionary Impasse, we recorded at Doki's house. I think you know Doki. He plays for Defying Caution.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
he played drums for that Camp Chaos.
Okay.
Yeah. After that, I haven't seen him for so long.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, these people are the, we have to acknowledge these guys. Because
Yeah,
without these
yeah.
people, all of these albums won't come out.
Right.
So, all of our friends who've been helping us with gears. Mali's girlfriend also used to bring us lunch. All these things that we work together, which happen, all this. So it's a good experience, man.
Right. I remember Bismarck he was on sound for Callous Amass.
Yeah, he's like, we've been working together for
I
quite a
remember
while.
you guys played, man. That was the same year that Aberrant played also.
Is it the Savio Hall?
Savio
Yeah.
Hall, yeah.
Oh man, I miss that place.
No?
Yeah.
I think that was one of
Daryll,
the...
he used to do, he has been there with me since the first Serene Attrocity.
Okay.
Yeah, so till this day, till the basement garage gig, we're still doing
Epic.
together. Yeah, he's always by my side, man.
Yeah.
So thanks, Daryll.
Hey,
Boom, shout out.
Daryll is here. He's behind the camera. Yeah. So let's speak about these shows. We know that there's a group called RNT group that does a lot of these metal shows in Shillong, and they did Serene Attrocity, they did Callous Amass. So tell us about that. That is something that I guess not a lot of genres or not a lot of bands would get to experience. Like to have this show that is dedicated to metal and
Specific.
Yeah,
It's
and to have a
specific to
group
the
of
genre.
people who will support that and sponsor that.
How this all started was in 2013, like I said. The first gig that we did was Serene Attrocity. That wasn't R&D group.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like clicked for doing the because
Their own
we
thing.
released the EP on the same day.
Okay.
So these guys came to our gig and then they invited us at some of their gig. So I went to Daryll Diengdoh. He was he was in charge of it. So I went to him and asked if we could collaborate because it's tough doing things alone,
Right.
and doing big gigs here. So we collaborated and did a lot of gigs together. Callous Amass, we had Serene Attrocity, we brought Skin from USA, we brought Psychroptic from Australia, which is our favorite band.
Yeah.
But it's again a very good experience doing all that. We, despite all the bad things that happened between us, I mean, of course, after work, you get pissed off and something. But yeah, man, I should be thankful to everyone involved in the scene,
Right.
because without each and every one of them, this thing won't happen.
Yeah.
We won't get this encouraged, to do more.
Hey, you guys have been making a lot of noise with the basement shows.
Yeah. Hopefully that will go on more and more.
Yeah.
It's beginning to grow actually. Let's hope it goes on and on.
Yeah, well, for a lot of you guys who are watching who don't know, Nangsan has been organizing these basement shows in, I think, in Bhoi. Was that place called Nongrum?
Umaid actually.
Umaid, yeah. So in this is like an underground kind of a scene, like for a lot of metal bands
and stuff.
who come in. Yeah, so they had their second basement show just last week.
A week ago, I think.
A week ago.
Saturday.
Yeah, so tell us about those shows, man. Like post-pandemic and all this.
So the idea of these shows, I've had these for a long time. Because we being in a metal band or a metal community, we don't have a venue. Even the clubs don't allow us to play because I don't know, we're too loud or I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had this idea of do it in a small scale, So then the pandemic happened, so I'm glad that happened. Got me thinking, maybe I should
More
do this, do
ideas
that.
and-
Yeah, and then I spoke to Daryll. I said we should do this, do that, and I met Duncan, DJ Nag.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
he helped me out with this, and so he was like, "Can you help me out with a venue?" Then he found this venue, and we went to the owner, spoke to him about this. And for most of you who don't know about this, we don't have any funding. There's zero funding. We are all contributing for this show.
Right.
All of us, man, the bands, including me. I don't go there for free. So all of us are like...
You pay to play with.
Yeah, it's like that. So the idea of this is like, you should pay, Like because people, like we talked about earlier, like they don't pay for tickets.
Yeah.
So if I say contribution, like say, come for a picnic, man, we have bands. So like, oh yeah. So please pay, like, contribute.
Whatever,
Yeah.
yeah.
So at least you're like, all of us are responsible.
Right.
If we pay, we are like
Right.
all of us are responsible, not just me, and like Daryll and everyone. So it's nice. Like this, the idea of this is for us to get together
Yeah.
and to create this bond, between us. Because a few years ago, I don't know, I feel like we've been divided.
Right.
Like
right.
I mean the metal scene. I'm not talking about the whole scene, but the metal scene. So I'm trying to bring people back together, to get that feeling again, to play to your friends again.
Well, speaking of parallel dimensions, that was your project. This was post Plague Throat, after Plague Throat.
No. This began in 2014.
Okay.
It was supposed to be a solo project, man. Because, like I said earlier, like I've been trying to write other kind of type of genre apart from death metal.
Right.
Because I love progressive music, man. Also post rock. So it was supposed to be a solo project, and then in 2015, I know we just played a gig. I just called a few friends, and they were like, okay, let's just play this. I had this one original song. Because we didn't have time to learn all the other songs, so we did one original songs and the others are covers.
Okay.
So again, after I left Plague Throat, I was like, maybe I should bring back Parallel Dimensions, because I've been writing songs for that band for so long.
Right.
That band is actually for my friend, man. Larry, I don't know if you know Larry. Larry Kerpang Black. He's my best friend.
Okay.
He's a very good singer. So it was actually for him doing all this. He loves progressive music.
Larry, he used to sing from
Dhar,
before,
yeah. Dhar,
Okay.
yes. So he got busy. So then later I approached many musicians for that band. Yeah. Fortunately, it happened again. It was Biondi who was supposed to play drums. We released a single with
you guys put out
Biondi,
a single,
and that was during the pandemic. So it was just me, Biondi, and Rinkat. So we released Cold. And after that, recently, Biondi got busy, so I called Darren for the drums. He was actually the original drummer of this band.
Okay.
In 2015, he played drums. So there was me, Larry, Darren, and his two brothers. Fasten, yeah. Catharsis, the band Catharsis. Yeah. So all of them, they played together. So.
Okay, Majao brother.
Yeah, man. Darren is a prodigy.
Yeah.
And for this new lineup, I'm very, very glad about this. We have Uni, who's been in the scene for quite some time.
Yeah.
Then Rinkat, we all know Rinkat.
Rinkat is like...
And Darren and Jason. Jason is quite new, but he's really, really, really good, man. Jason and Darren.
Some trivia. Jason is Meba Ophelia's brother.
Meba,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Quite a musical family.
Yeah, these two guys are really good. These guys are like prodigies in the band.
Yeah, that you guys did Basement also.
Yeah, we played
this
that.
lineup,
Played the gig, yes.
How was that, man? What was the reception from everyone with that lineup?
I'm glad we opened the show because we are quite soft comparing to the all the bands that played after us, because our music is progressive rock, alternative, progressive. So most people, when they see me and Rinkat on stage, they were like, oh man, come on, but like soft music. But it's nice. We had fun. It's been a while playing. I mean, I haven't been doing that, for so long.
Yeah.
It's like so much intensity, aggression on stage. But that day was so calm, man. Such mellow,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that you
Mellow
hear
throat,
more
man.
stuff, man. Mellow throat. Yeah. Well, we hope to hear more stuff from Parallel Dimensions.
we will release some stuff.
Nice.
Maybe after a month, maybe.
Epic.
Nice.
Because Darren is still studying. He's doing architect. He's studying architect. But after the pandemic, he had to come back home.
Okay.
So I hope he'll be here for a while, man. I hope he doesn't leave too soon.
Yeah.
At least finish like four songs. Four
Yeah,
songs.
like an EP or something.
Yeah, you do like 4 songs. Okay, go, bro.
Go, and then you
go
can
design
come back.
houses.
And you can come back, design everything for the band.
Yes. Hey, so besides that, you also have the solo project.
That's coming up soon. I just decided that last year, man, December, because I've had so many songs over the years. I don't know what genre will this project be. I've mixed this and that, so there are so many elements in one song.
Yeah.
So why solo? Because it's more independent, you know, because this solo
More
project, like I
control.
said, it's like I have so many stuff going on in one song.
Yeah.
So let's hope it goes in the right direction.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully, man. It'll surely
Surely.
will.
I
Yeah,
hope
man.
so, man. It's
Like,
not
I
as
know-
heavy as what it used to be.
Yeah.
It's more groove, but there will be heavy stuff later on, of course.
Nice. Well, it's nice to know that you're still working on music and you're still doing shows like this, organizing. I hope the basement shows keep happening and
Yeah,
They
yeah.
get
more
bigger
people.
and they
Yeah.
get bigger.
Yeah, same here,
Oh.
man. I really look forward to have more people support us and
Yeah.
make this bigger. No,
Yeah.
let's not talk about money first because
Yeah.
if you work hard, if you work, with all your heart, put more effort, money will come to you.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Right.
It's
right.
not like don't just go for money first and then forget your work later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just work and then money will come to you. Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Yeah,
that,
make sure everything goes well.
Yeah, you know what I
and
mean?
even you'll sleep well, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel good about it.
Feel
You wake
good,
up in the morning and be
obviously.
like, oh man, that gig yesterday was good.
Yeah.
Let's do another one. you know.
Exactly.
So it should be like that, you know.
Yeah. Well, money does follow hard work, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
It does. So this is the perfect time, I guess, Pep, to hear a song from you. What performance are we gonna be watching here?
This song from Daryll Dimensions called Unanswered that we performed recently in the basement gig.
All right.
All right.
Well, guys, this
Ladies and
is
gentlemen, check out
Unanswered.
Unanswered by
I
Parallel
hope I
Dimensions.
get an answer.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You just saw a performance of a song called Unanswered
Yes.
by one of Nangsan's bands, Parallel Dimension. And I will say one of because
There's a
as
lot.
we have spoken, he has a lot of projects.
Well, if you haven't checked it out, Callous out there. It's
Gold
their
is out
first
It's on
single.
by
YouTube,
Parallel
yeah.
Dimensions.
Yeah, and if you want to check out what Basement is all about, so you've seen there what
Yeah.
Basement shows are all about. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's raw energy, very close
Yeah,
up,
man.
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, man. So yeah, that was Unanswered. Daryll
Unanswered.
Dimensions. This is another section of the show. It's obviously the most chill out part of the show. It's a rapid fire. We do this with everyone.
Okay.
Wait, we
Yeah.
weren't chill the entire show. What?
I mean,
I like to.
I don't know. All right, so we'll ask you a bunch of questions.
Okay.
You can answer them as fast as you can.
I'll
so
try.
yeah, so let's
Alright.
let's hop onto it. All right, first question. If you could change one thing about your journey, what would it be?
Shit, that's a tough question. I mean, right now. Maybe my habits. I don't know. I sleep too much. I'm sometimes too lazy to finish my music, you know.
All right, well,
Relatable.
very relatable. All right, second question. What was the best moment of your career so far?
Oh man, there's so many. I mean, of course, it's Wacken. Of course, yeah, it has to be Wacken. We saw our favorite bands there. We perform in front of so many people who are like the real metalheads
Yeah.
from all over the world.
Yeah,
It's a great thing to be able to share what we've been doing all the years to other people from other parts of the world.
right. All right. Third question. What is your favorite song to play live?
A song.
Yeah, a song.
It has to be from Plague Third, of course. Hour of Darkness is one of the songs I wrote after my dad passed away.
Okay.
So yeah, that is one of the best songs to perform live. Yeah.
All right.
Alright. Who is your favorite Northeast artist at the moment?
Oh man, you ask me tough questions, man. Oh man, that's a tough question, really. Yeah, we have our own from here. Jerry Nelson is really good. We have. Oh man, that's a tough question. Lumaja, Bak Rudy. These guys, I really look up to these guys.
Yeah.
Even though they're not from the metal scene.
Right.
I can't name just one, man. There's so many. And Project Blend, Daryll X guys. They are the ones who. Let's not forget these guys. These guys started metal here. So Daryll X, Project Blend, these guys really did great, you know.
If you could name one artist to collaborate with, who would it be?
Oh man, a drummer. It has to be a drummer.
It has to be a drummer.
Yeah.
All right. Who?
Rudinger. Alex.
Alex Rudinger.
Yeah.
All right.
What a drummer! I've
Rudy,
always had a dream of like collaborating with him. Let's hope it turns out true. I don't know. Let's see.
Epic.
Well, it could happen, you know.
Yeah.
It's only an email away sometimes, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Just one email away.
Yeah.
All right. I think he asked this question earlier, but if you could change one thing, let's say about not your habits, but let's say about the way that you approach your music, right?
Okay.
What would that one thing be?
Man, maybe I could have studied music, make myself better with all the theories, because I didn't do any of those stuff, you know. Maybe I could just study music and improve myself as a musician, and write better music.
But I'm glad you didn't.
You didn't. Yeah. Like
we're almost at the end of this show actually, but before we have one more section. This is called Record of the Week. We do this on every section. On every show. And Record of the Week is simple. It's just you name one album that has changed
your life, your outlook on music.
Yeah, and also it could be a recommendation for people watching, to check it out.
Check out new music.
There's too many bands, too many albums to choose, but I would choose Point of Possession Cabinet album. These guys are brutal technical death metal. So they're really fast, really brutal, but these guys has really changed my perspective on music. These guys play a very classical influence in the guitars. So that's how Evolutionary Impasse came about. I was so inspired by Psychroptic as well, Spawn of Possession. These guys are quite unique in metal, in death metal, the death metal genre. I don't know, that's my opinion. I don't know about others, but yeah, these albums really changed my my skills, my way of writing. So yeah, these albums are one of the best for me.
Right. I guess that wraps it up. We've come to the end of the show. But before we let you go, just tell us about your future plans and anything else that's coming up. What should everyone be expecting from you?
This year I already have a handful of projects. That is Pal Dimensions, Dead Calm Chaos, and then my solo project. Then there's my other project, which this guy called Noble. He's from Shillong. I think it's a hardcore stuff. It's not metal or anything. It's hardcore. The screaming hardcore. And one more, I'm not supposed to say it right now. This is a totally different project that I have never ever tried in my life. So you can look forward to all these.
Epic.
And for the death metal stuff, please do not think that I have forgotten death metal. But I already have a handful of, so many songs, death metal songs written, but maybe I'll just take a short break from that,
Right.
So that I can come, and if I come back, I'll polish all those songs,
Right.
Because I want to sound like what I have done before. At least have some at least even you guys will want to hear something different.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I've been doing the same thing so many years. And
It's
if I
always
come up
good.
with this video, same thing.
Yeah, it's always good to cleanse everything.
So
cleanse the
don't worry,
palate.
I'll come back to it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like there's a lot of you guys who have
Yeah.
this void now that
Yeah.
Plague Throat is not there
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
Who still want to hear more death metal. So yeah,
Death metal will forever flow through
Oh,
Nangsan's blood.
Yeah, it'll always be here, man. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
can't help things like that.
there's the assurance he's gonna
Yeah,
bring
man, I'm
more.
not gonna leave that, of course. Yeah. Because
Nice.
all of these other, especially the Parallel Dimension songs, I've been keeping it in my laptop for so many years.
Long time, no?
Like, even Rinkat is like, come on, man, you should let all these out. Come on, there's so many songs already. Let's record and put it out.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Nice,
Epic.
nice.
Yeah.
Epic. So there we go, ladies
More-
and gentlemen.
more stuff.
A lot of stuff. To say a lot is an understatement. So that's quite a bunch.
Yeah.
Nangsan has like a handful of things to do.
Shows
But,
to organize. more
and
music
shows
put
to
out.
organize. Bro, what are we doing with our lives, man?
We're doing on that note.
What
Bro.
are we
Yeah.
Well, all right. That brings us to the end, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
well,
you,
we've ran out of
Nangsan.
things to
Yeah,
talk
thanks
about.
for having me, man.
Hey, thank you for coming in. And we hope to see you guys on the next episode. And
Yeah.
please go follow all of the links down here.
Socials and
I'm doing this. It's like thumbs up. No, it's like the link. Not thumbs up, but thumbs up. But the links are down there.
thumbs up, but like
Yeah, but the links are down there.
Down there.
Not down. Not dislike the video, but like the video. Sorry about that.
all these seeds, man. He's planting all these seeds, no?
Well, yeah, go check all of this out. All of Nangsan's music will all be down here. So yeah, that's it, man. Thank you for being with us throughout this
Yeah.
very long show, and we hope to see you on the next episode. Thank you
Cheers.
so much,
Thank
and see
And
you
on
guys.
that note, that
This
was
was
on that note with Daryll and Greg and
And
Nangsan.
Nangsan.
Boom.
Daryll and Greg. Yeah. Cheers.